Hello YouTube, this is Frog Legs. This is my first video. I wanted to introduce a 1969 chevelle that I built, dedicated to my dad. He raced a chevelle back when I was a kid. I was probably about 6, and I'm 53 now. My brother was about 1 or 2. We talked about this car all the time. Me and my brother sat and played in this car because my dad had it throughout the years. I think all the way to my teenage years. But anyway, I wanted to build a model. Here it is. It's called Hang 'em High. I put steelies on the back, center lines on the front. 396 4-speed, 3-point roll cage. That's what my dad had in his. And I tried to do it in the ATM or AMT model, but the rear end and stuff was molded into it, so I bought this chevelle kit. And I believe my dad was a Malibu car, but because the only thing it had SS was the grill and the emblems on the side, it didn't have the SS hood, so I just sand all that down to make his hood. This car was originally going to be called the Spruce Goose, because I had a picture of my brother sitting on the hood when it was called that. But anyway, this model was built on a budget. I had to have deep dish steelies, so I made my own with the backing of the ring to hold the tires to make them deep dish. I tried to find Moroso valve covers. I know they made them in certain models, but I could not remember which ones it was back when I was a kid. So I got on there, got on the internet, and found a set on an auction site. He wanted $20 for them. I was like, that's crazy. So I found an auction site or a website that sold 3D printed stuff, and he had a complete motor for $20 with the Moroso valve covers. Well, I knew I'd want to use the Moroso valve covers multiple times, so I casted my own after I bought that. That's what this is right here, and I put them on the model. I still have the 3D printed ones. And the carburetors, I did the same thing. 3D printed carburetor, then I casted my own. But I make deep dish out of them rings all the time, because I have a bunch of them rings, so that's what I do. Here's the SS wheels, did the same thing. Haven't painted them yet. But anyway, getting back to the model, I did let's see if I can get focused in here. I did it with all the wiring with thread. That's what we used to do back in the day when we built them. We didn't have a company making our own distributors and wires and had all this 3D stuff. You had to be creative, and I still do it today. And then I didn't have traction bars, so I took styrene rods like this right here and made my own, because that's what my dad had on his car. I wanted to try and do everything I possibly could to make it just like his car. Even the white wall inside the tire. Here's a picture of the car. Sorry, I'm not used to the camera. See the white wall inside the tire? I saw that. Now I don't have the Can-Am sticker and the Holly sticker he had on the side of the car. I didn't have them decals, but everything else I tried to do. And here's more pictures of the car. Me and my brother, we talked about this, trying to remember everything we possibly could about the car. Thanks to his help, and both of us got bad memories, but we tried to remember as much as we could. That's with my dad racing at Killcare Dragway in Xenia, Ohio. But we mainly had pictures to go by. This is a car sitting in the driveway. It's a car sitting in the driveway. He had a little tiny garage. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how the man worked on a car in there. It was one of them garages, which back then, I say it was probably built in the 70s or 50s. I don't even know how these cars fit in these garages back then. But the man was able to build a car. He's also the first one to get me into model cars. Me and him built the, I guess it was the Chevelle or Monogram, don't get me wrong, 55. And he was building a model of this car the same time I was trying to build that 55. I didn't know nothing about models. He built it for me, and I just watched. And they got me involved in model clubs, and all family members bought me models. My uncle, my aunts, my grandparents, everybody bought me models. And back then there was hobby stores on every corner, every drugstore. Everybody sold models. Now they don't. I wish they did, because you had one place that would have a deal on stuff and other places. Now it's limited. I think we have a Hobby Lobby and Ollie's. Ollie's has some models, but in my area they don't. They have the same stuff over and over again. Or at least every time I went there, they've had it. But like I said, there was multiple. You could walk 100 feet. There was another hobby store or a drugstore that sold them, or a mom and pop shop sold them. But now, I know it's not dying. There's too many of us old guys out there doing them, but I'm trying to get my grandkids, my sons, my son-in-laws, even my daughters. I'd love to get them into this hobby. I have loved it for years. I quit for a while, go back to it. I don't have my collection no more because I sold it off many years ago when my kids were young. But I'm getting back into it now. But like I said, this is my first video. If you want to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me at Froglegs, FORGLEGGS 53 at gmail.com. I will upload as more videos as I go. Thank you.